Let's play with removing a color cast from an image. Now normally you would probably want to do this before you even bring in an image to Photoshop with, say, your camera raw tools, or your camera may have already even done this unbeknownst to you, because oftentimes the auto settings will remove color cast. It will basically white balance the camera for you. But let's say you've taken a picture like one of these. All three of these images end in color cast, so they're for your use to play with. Okay, and they're all taken at the Bar BC Ranch, this ruin of a dude ranch in Grand Teton National Park. Okay, let's go to this one, the fireplace image. I'm going to double click on it and bring it in to Photoshop. Okay, there's definitely a color cast to this. It just looks off. A color cast is a tinting that comes from something other than light that brings out the normal tones, the normal colors of the subject. So it's an improperly white balanced camera, you could say. Okay, so it makes it somewhat off color. The colors just aren't right. Right. So if you look under image here, there are these auto features here, but these are going to be a destructive edit if you use these. But as you can see, they're very effective. But we're not going to use those, at least not from there. Oops. Okay, so we're going to go back into there. Now remember, you can always reset your workspace, okay, and then double click on libraries to collapse that. We're going to add an adjustment layer, and it can be curves or levels. I'm going to choose curves. Notice within the curves panel here, you see auto. So let's click that, and you see that the line jumps here, the curve jumps. And if you look at before and after, you do see a difference here, but we can probably do better. So what I want you to do is hold down Option and then click Auto, and this other panel comes up, and you can drag it to the side. Okay, so you're going to play with these, which will be more auto color correcting settings, but they're more specific, so it gives you more options. Okay, it's a good idea to snap neutral midtones, because that will give sort of a baseline. Okay, that first one there, enhance monochromatic contrast, isn't very good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, that one is really good, enhance per channel contrast. We might come back to that one. Let's try this one. Okay, not much difference there between those two. And then finally, enhance brightness and contrast, and that one's terrible, so let's just forget about that one. I'm going to come back up to these two, and I'm just going to choose enhance per channel contrast. Let's say you think you'll be using that a lot. You can actually save this as a default right there by checking that, and then you can click OK. I'm going to uncheck it. Alright, so we can see the difference there. Before and after, considerable difference. Looks much better after. I'm going to actually Command 0. Bringing the full image into view there. It looks much better after we use those auto tools, but we put them in an adjustment layer so that we don't do a destructive edit to our image.